Hello everyone, thank you for coming up today. My old subscribers, thank you. And to those that are viewing for the first time or that have not subscribed, please click on the subscribe button and the notification bell so you get notified each time we upload a new video. And to my new subscribers, thank you for subscribing. Please do not forget to hit on the like button. A Nigerian Air Force plane has crashed again. And recall that few weeks back, a plane crashed, killing 11 officers, including the Chief of Army Staff, Ibrahim Atahiru. Right now, the Nigerian Air Force has confirmed that a fighter jet was shot down by bandits, adding that the pilot was rescued, and that is the pilot that you can see over there. There was a report of this crash on Sunday, that was yesterday, July 18, 2021. But at first, it was denied when the news came up that there was a crash. They debunked it and said that was not true. But today, the Nigerian Air Force has confirmed that. But at the same time, the Air Force are still trying to get more information of the incident. But the incident has now been confirmed. And confirming this particular crash in a statement today, July 19, 2021, Gabwet said that the fighter jet was returning from a successful air interdiction mission between the boundaries of Zamfara and Kaduna states in Nigeria when it came under heavy fire from bandits and it crashed in Zamfara state. You see the extent that these bandits are even going these days. So they even have sophisticated weapons that can pull down a jet. The pilot, who is Flight Lieutenant Abayomi Dairo, successfully ejected from the aircraft before it crashed. He used his parachute and he was very fast, otherwise this guy would have also crashed in that particular plane. When he landed, the armed bandits gave him a hot chase, but he was able to find refuge and escaped to a safe location. Isn't this very smart? And it's difficult to actually escape from these bandits. There are usually more than 1, 2, 3, 4. They come in large numbers. And for this guy to have escaped them, in fact, he was a very, very smart pilot. And the Director of Public Relations and Information Nigerian Air Force, that's Air Commodore Edward, said that around 12:45 p.m., that's July 18, 2021, on Saturday, that a Nigerian Air Force Alpha jet aircraft returning from a successful air interdiction mission between the boundaries of Zamfara and Kaduna states came under intense enemy fire, which led to its crash in Zamfara state. But they said that luckily the gallant pilot of the aircraft, Flight Lieutenant Abayomi Dairo, successfully ejected from the aircraft using his survival instincts. The pilot, who came under intense ground fire from the bandits, was able to evade them and sought refuge in a nearby settlement awaiting sunset. This can only be God's grace on this guy, because it's not easy to escape these people. They come and they station themselves in different places. They'll just set ambush for you. And for this guy to have gotten to a place of safety, wow, he really needs to thank God. And using the cover of darkness and his phone set for navigation, Flight Lieutenant Dairo was able to elude several bandits, strongholds, and maneuvered his way to a Nigerian army unit where he was finally rescued. Also, Commodore, this was what he said, Edward. He said that it is instructive to know that upon receipt of the news of the crash, the Chief of Air Staff, Air Marshal Oladayo Amil, had directed that all efforts must be emplaced to rescue the pilot. That's was a very smart move from this particular guy. He would live never to forget this particular day, because once you're able to survive from the hands of these bandits, you would have no cause other than to just thank God for your life. Also, the Nigerian Air Force intelligence surveillance reconnaissance platforms and helicopter gunships provided close air support to special forces and Nigerian army troops who were able to locate that particular crash site, and also they were able to locate the pilot's parachute, while also combining nearby locations for any signs of the pilot. And while this particular pilot was in hiding, they had already used their surveillance to start searching for him. So that surveillance was present at that particular location, which they used a helicopter. And that was what scared the armed bandit, because that was what the flight lieutenant Dairo, that's the pilot, confirmed, that due to the presence of the NAF aircraft within that vicinity while they were searching for him at that particular crash site, that was the only thing that helped in scaring the bandits away from him. Otherwise, it would have been a different story entirely. And this was what enabled him to get refuge and escape to a safe location. And if we can recall that only recently the president, commander-in-chief of the armed forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, that's President Muhammadu Buhari, had also directed the armed forces of Nigeria to do all it takes to flush out criminal elements in Katsina, Zamfara, and Kaduna states. It is in fulfillment of this directive that the Nigerian Air Force, also in conjunction with surface forces, has in the last 2 weeks mounted intensive day and night air interdiction operations against bandits and their hideouts, especially in these 3 states where they are in high rates of activities, killing people. Because if you could recall, over the news, you would hear that they've gone to some of these locations, not just in these states alone. So many states, they'll go set ambush for people even at night and then take their lives away from them. And through these intensive air operations, hundreds of bandits have been neutralized and several of their hideouts have been destroyed as well. But despite the setback of yesterday's crash, the Nigerian Air Force remains committed towards fulfilling the mandate as well as other constitutional rules assigned to it. And right now, these Nigerian Air Force officers are willing and ready to actually ensure that they help to fight back this crime, irrespective of the fact that their own lives are also in danger. They are trying to ensure that they safeguard the public people as much as they can. But this is a thing of testimony for this particular pilot. For him to have come out alive, it was just the grace of God. And he's also narrating that that surveillance and helicopter that was stationed in different places, and it was almost close to one of the sections where the Nigerian Air Force had stationed themselves, was the only thing that helped this guy not to get killed. Some of these officers are just getting themselves in the midst of these activities. What would they do? It's just that that is the job they have made up their minds to carry on. But unfortunately, some of them usually lose their lives in horrific activities and attack like this. For this guy to be alive today, it's a thing of joy. Friends, what do you think about this? This guy, that's the pilot, escaping these armed bandits who were out to kill him. And today he is alive to even tell the story. It's a thing of joy. I'm sure his family members will be so excited that their loved one came out alive. Please, if you have anything to say, you could put that down at the comment section. But at the moment, they've not mentioned if there are other people that were in that particular jet with him. Well, if there are other people, I'm sure they would release that information to notify every other person about it. Friends, thank you for coming up today. Please do not forget to hit on the like button. Also subscribe and hit the notification bell so you get notified each time we upload a new video. Thank you. God bless you all.